pay me the same.
Let's meet the starters now for your Los Angeles Lakers. The big man, 7 feet, number 11, Jackson Hayes. Starting at small forward, 6'8", number 28, Louis Hachimura. At guard, 6'5", number 15, Austin Reeves. Starting at the other forward position, 6'9", number 23, LeBron James. At the point, 6'6", number 77, Luka.
Welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. And tonight, we've got the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Boston Celtics. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point. And for the Lakers, Hachimura out there with LeBron James. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. Greg, we've got two of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight. Defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops. I think they win.
You know, the ability for Jason Tatum to be ready on the catch, those opportunities make the game a little bit easier.
A nice shot by Doncic.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
On the wing, Brown lets it go from deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Tatum, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Gentlemen, that is about excellent concentration from Derek White. You play through the foul, now you get the old-fashioned three-point opportunity.
Derek White, one shot.
That one falls for White. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Pass to Doncic. Off target from outside. Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Celtics passing it around. The three from Tatum. And the three ball is good. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
Jason Tatum has built such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s. Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
That is the question, Kevin, and I'm not sure he does, because in the first part of his career, he's been all NBA consistently, and we're talking first team multiple times. He's averaged over 30 in a season. I don't think there is a ceiling, Kevin.
That free throw good from Doncic. And the way the Celtics can attack teams, Doris, with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
All free throws good from Doncic. You know, Doris, every so often there are guys that come along that you can build a franchise around, and Luka Doncic seems to be one of them.
There's no question, Kevin, and if I were putting a team around Luka Doncic, I'd want to have multiple vertical threats at the rim and shooters at every other position, because at that point, Luka is unguardable.
Reeves. Out to Doncic. Pass to Hachimura. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Well, the team has preached to Rui Hachimura to be aggressive on the offensive end. That is the decisive decision-making they're looking for.
And the shot goes down.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Reeves outside. Hachimura kicks to LeBron. And on this... on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Tatum gets the bucket.
Boy, it's so clear that Jason Tatum is comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
And it's Doncic missing.
Well, he tries to answer with a three of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Hachimura. Following the basket by Derek White. Pass to Reeves. And again, no good by the Lakers. Boston leading by 11. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Boy, the quickness of Jaylen Brown on the drive. He makes it happen in an instant.
Here's Doncic. 7 points in the game. Looking to end the run. Drains the three-pointer. Doncic has got a pair of threes now in the first quarters for Los Angeles. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that.
How about the answer from Jason Tatum? Say it with your chest, Jason.
Doncic finds Hachimura. Reeves outside. Hachimura with a screen on White. Reeves can't hit. Celtics leading by 12. Outside, Porzingis. Outside, Tatum. Pass to White. For the three, and Drew Holiday. The bucket on the assist by White. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Just fundamental basketball from Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
Here's Doncic. He's got 13. Here's the three. Does not get it. Third miss. He's made 4 from the field. Brown outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 8.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Hachimura. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, the finishing ability of Rui Hachimura on display. This guy has a knack for getting around defenders and into his groove.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more insane.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Shooting for Boston, Jason Tatum. At the line for 1.
And that one falls for Tatum.
From the moment Jason Tatum stepped into this league, he has been a guy who has wanted the burden offensively, and he has delivered.
Pass to Vincent. Back to Reeves. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the ball.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Boston on top. They finish off the first quarter on a 14-6 run. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Boston.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Jared Vanderbilt out there with Connect. Then it's Vincent. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Len in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Celtics leading by 17. Drives to the hoop. Outside, Horford shoots it up. And the jumper is good. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Here's Hauser. Cans it from downtown. And the Celtics lead by 20.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Here's Reeves. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the rest of the game. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Hachimura, he's checked in for Alex Len. Derek White's checked in for the Celtics. Holiday comes in for Luke Cornett. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Get foul back on the court. Your height.
Puts it up off the inbound. And Boston with the rebound. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Pritchard. Over Vincent. And it's Boston with another.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Horford. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Horford's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that's just about sheer effort from Al Horford. The defense made their presence felt, but Horford utilizes his length.
No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Hits it from 3-point range.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Here's Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brown's got 10 points in the game.
Well, good things happen for this team when Jaylen Brown gets into the paint. So efficient inside.
Pass to Reeves. Holiday with the block. White looking around. Holiday with it. The tray. And it's White missing. Here's Connect. He's covered by Brown. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. As a junior college product, Dalton Connect, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program, then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee. And there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
First free throw is good.
Entering the league as an older prospect at 23, Dalton Connect is a very skilled offensive player. The question with him, can he add strength to his frame? Time will tell.
James checked in for the Lakers. Doncic comes in for Gabe Vincent. Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Reeves can't hit. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Celtics passing it around. Pritchard gets the bucket.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide-open man.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. You've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. Glad they're still together. Los Angeles calls timeout.
You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best move. Let's go!
Some changes for the Lakers. Vanderbilt comes in for Connect, and Vincent subbed in for Austin Reeves. And the Celtics also making a change. Porzingis is checked in. Good look from Doncic. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And Holiday kicks to Tatum. Tries it from 9. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. LeBron passes to Doncic. Back to James. Over Tatum. James gets the bucket.
That's about power, that's about control, and that's about LeBron James and the ability to have touch inside.
White, and he lays it straight in. White's got 7 points in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Back to Vincent. Kicks it out to LeBron. From the arc. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 8th rebound here tonight. The 3 from Tatum. It's hauled in by Doncic.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Oh, you got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bangs home the trifecta. Porzingis has got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, don't let Porzingis get cooking from three-point territory. He is a sweet shooting big man.
Brown outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Boston on top, opening up a huge gap. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
And Los Angeles, guys, shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. On the court right now for the Celtics. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at center.
Boy, you better have a lot of confidence to shoot from that deep. Doncic, yes, sir.
Tatum, no good. And here's Los Angeles. From the low block. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Hachimura. LeBron's got his second bucket of the night. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Buries it from three-point range.
Nice decision by Tatum. Go to the pull-up game so you don't meet the defender at the rim.
James dishes to Hayes. And the layup's good off the glass.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there. You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Man showing some terrific range. Doncic has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Lakers. To the inside, and Brown throws it down hard.
You see an illustration of how well Jaylen Brown understands their system. He's got great command of this offense.
LeBron outside. Now Doncic, 19 points in the game. Back to LeBron. Misses the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Lakers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Doncic finds Hayes. Porzingis with the rebound. Boston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J, and at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
Reeves the pass to Doncic. Back to Reeves. The 3 from LeBron. And Boston with the rebound.
Absolutely tenacious guys. Stuck right on him defensively. Bothered that shot.
It's stolen by Hachimura. Reeves outside. With some arc. And it's good on the way in. Reeves has got 11 points.
Well, Rui Hachimura has a chance to set up a teammate, and look at the delivery. Well done.
White, good.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's Reeves, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
The 3 from Tatum. Knocks down the 3 ball. Tatum's got 26 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
2 minutes.
The 3 from Porzingis. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Over in the corner, Brown. Fires top of the key. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Brown.
Assisted.
Brown's got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, you have to be able to take mid-range jumpers at times. I know it's not a high-value shot, but for Tatum, sometimes that's what the defense gives him.
And it's Doncic missing.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And finished off by Brown.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Reeves, that's a 2-pointer. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. 15 points in the game. And Boston has possession. Outside Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. Doncic with the steal. And here we go. LeBron heading to the hoop. And LeBron throws it down.
When LeBron gets the ball, guys, and there aren't numbers back in transition, it almost always results in an easy.
And here's Tatum for 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Tatum's got 13 points here in the second half alone. The Lakers have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. The offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
First team foul. At the line for the Lakers, Austin Reeves, taking 2 shots.
First one falls for. And some changes here for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for Hayes. Connect comes in for James. And Vincent subbed in for Luka Doncic. And Reeves drops them both. So it's the Celtics now. Into the lane. And there it is for him. Shireman's got his first basket of the night.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Reeves with it. He's got 17. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
Los Angeles ball.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
As we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Celtics running away with it. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Rui Hachimura out there with James. Then it's Connect. Then it's Gabe Vincent. And it's Milton in a shooting guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And Milton's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Hachimura can make play after play above the rim. This guy's got a natural, gifted, athletic frame.
Here's Tillman. Sinks the triple. Tillman's got his first 3 points of the game.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
The Lakers shooting for the game at 42%. Here's Milton. Banked in off the glass.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
With the drive, and that one is hammered home.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Vincent. No good on the three. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Peterson, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Pass to Shireman. Now Craig shoots over Hachimura. Craig can't get it to go. Up top, Hachimura.
Well, you know Rui wants to score it. He will not retreat in the face of some tough defense. Nicely done.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the three ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
And that one falls for Hachimura.
Rui Hachimura, a guy who's willing to slot into whatever position the team needs him and works hard to help out on every single play. You love the hustle and the attitude.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hayes is checked in. Hachimura hits them both. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to Cornette. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Boy, what great body control you saw there, laying it up and in despite having the defense draped all over him.
dunks it down.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
And Hayes throws it down.
This is why you run your offense through LeBron. Great vision, great decision maker.
To the middle. Here's Hauser. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Back to Vincent. 6 to shoot. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Walsh. Can't hit that one. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Launches it. Connects from three-point range.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
The Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And LeBron James gets it to go.
Almost seems unfair, gentlemen, to have a guy as strong as LeBron be able to handle the ball the way he does.
Horford from outside. Rebound the Lakers.
2 minutes.
Pushing it up. Got a hand on it. Here's Hauser. Lets it go with the three. And he's good on the three ball. Hauser's got 5 points in the quarter.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Austin Reeves is checked in for Connect. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Vincent. The Celtics also changing it up. Kate is checked in. And it's Torrey Craig in for Al Horford. Doncic kicks to LeBron. Fires from deep. The rebound by Kata.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Craig. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Celtics.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jason Tatum.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end. He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Doncic against Craig. Pass to Pritchard. There's the three. Rebound the Lakers. 36 seconds left in the fourth. And James gets it to go.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Driving inside. And it's good for two.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Doncic feeling it out. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Jason. It was a struggle last time out, but tonight you were back on track. What was the difference?
You got to have a short-term memory. Sometimes shots just go in, but you always got to be aggressive and just make the right play.
You're like a cornerback in basketball. That's weird, but it got you a win tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
Much appreciated, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Jason Tatum.